Hey, good morning. I hope everybody is doing amazing. Happy Wednesday morning. So, one of the things that I get asked very often, and for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former JP Vice President, Master Life and Master Business Coach. And I've been doing this online dance for about 10 years now. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning. How are you? Make sure you guys say good morning as you're coming in. And one of the things I get asked most often is, Coach, why are my products not selling online? And not only do I get asked that, but I see it. And the ways that I see it is because not that look, I'm gonna tell the truth today. So if you don't want to hear the truth, this may not be the spot for you. And the reason I need to tell the truth is because if I don't tell you the truth, you're gonna keep going your wrong ways. Good morning, she living her dreams, and you're not gonna make no money. And I know you're not. I know you may be doing this to help people. I know you may be doing this because you love what you do. But at the end of the day, aren't you doing this to make some money? And if so, go ahead and say yes in the chat. Because if you're not doing this to make some money, then why? I know you're not doing this to keep going to a job day in, day out. I know you're not doing this to stay on the struggle bus. I know you're not doing this to keep robbing Peter to pay Paul. So at the end of the day, you're doing this for money, right? And if you're doing this for money, why should I help you sell your book? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very big on community. I'm very big on support. But I always tell people I'm like the little red hen. Y'all know that story. And what that means is if you're asking me to help you sell your stuff, what have you done to help me or anybody in my community sell their stuff? See, people only want to show up when they got shit to sell, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to, as an entrepreneur, you have to go through day in and day out and be saying to yourself, how can I help? How can I support? How can I do something for somebody else? Good morning, Kalisha. Good morning, Opha. You can't just look up and be like, oh, now all of a sudden I gotta pray. Are y'all following me this morning? If you are, and tell me you understand in the chat. Or somebody that ain't ever spoke to you media, and then all of a sudden they jump in your inbox or they jump in your DM and they like, can you buy my product? And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you don't know who the hell they are. And you're like, why would I buy? I mean, is it coming across to you? Because just because you have a great product or service is not what sells your product. What sells your product? What gets you in the door is your relationship with people. What keeps you in the door is having a good product or service. What gets you in the door is your relationship with people. What keeps you in the door is having a great product or service. So tomorrow night, for all of you who are all over the place with your products and services, tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing a special presentation. I think it's 4 in the series, and they're all about multiple streams of income the right way. Because we know the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. I think I have 9. But they all have to make sense. You can't keep just throwing products out there and thinking that people are going to buy your stuff. And above all else, if you don't catch anything else that I just said, get you a community. Get you a community. Who's got your back? Whose back do you have? Who are you supporting? When is the last time you posted about somebody else's product or somebody else's service? So what I did when the person came to me and said, can you help me sell my book? I'm about that life. So I went and looked. I'm about that life. So I went and looked. Is she in my membership? Is she on my volunteer team? Does she watch my live streams? Because y'all know I'm a name person and I keeps up with everybody's name. And when the name wasn't really familiar, I had to say, Harpo, who these people? Because the truth of the matter is, as much as I love to support other people, I'm so busy helping my clients with these 5 and 6-figure launches, and I can't help everybody. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Rumba. And that's the truth. Sometimes you have to choose who you're going to help. And the truth about women is sometimes we're so busy running around trying to help everybody else that we can't even help our damn selves. Can I get a small amen in the chat? Because if your sales are struggling, who are you helping? If you still working a job, who are you helping? If your bank account is on flat, who are you helping? Sometimes we got to dial back the knob and help ourselves. And I wanted to tell her, look, girl, I've been so busy, I can't even promote my own stuff. What I look like jumping out there, why do we do that? Why do we do that? Because if you're looking for accolades, you're not going to get it. Because I done helped 1,000 people pay 1,000 bills. When it's time for my bill, they look at me like I done lost something. Yeah, I lost some of that money I gave you. I want it back. But people don't operate like that. So you got to get a community of people who understand reciprocity. And if you don't have one, you're welcome to join my community. I'm one of the few coaches I know that's going to let you go live on my platform. I'm one of the few coaches I know that's going to walk you to the finish line. Launching your products or service. I'm one of the few coaches I know that's going to let you introduce your product or service to my community. You're not going to get that everywhere. Get in the right community. That's number 1. Number 2, if your pricing is all over the place, it makes it hard for you to sell your products and services. I'm just being honest. And make sure you register bit.ly/7streams 2021 tomorrow night. It's only $29. I'm going to show you how to set up your 7 streams of income the right way. Do you know that you can lose just as many clients by being too cheap? Somebody say, wow. Did you realize you can lose just as many clients by being too cheap? When you're too cheap, it makes people think, what's the catch? When you're too cheap, It makes people think there's something wrong with it. Do you know nowadays we live in this high society, bougie culture that wants to, they claim they cheat and they claim they want a deal, but they really want to run around and explain to people how much they paid for stuff. So you could be losing clients because of, and you know, for Everly, her collection, I kind of like Old Dollar General. I kind of like Old Family Dollar. Yes. Babe, I'm online, sweetheart. So I want you to think about how you shop. And sometimes when you shop and you look at the price of something and you say, oh man, that's too cheap. What's wrong with it? And so a lot of people are like that too. So you have to have it right. And then customers start looking at you like you the bargain basement, like you the fire sale, like you the flea market, like you the swap meet. Be the swap meet of your industry. If you don't want to be the swap meet of your industry, you need to register for tomorrow night so I can help you get your products and your pricing in order so you can understand that it's not the multiple streams of income all over the place that help you make money. It's not. You can't keep throwing mud up against the wall thinking that eventually something is going to sell. It's got to make sense. Got to solve a problem. And then, you know what the number one thing I hear from entrepreneurs when I ask them what's going on in your business? They say, Coach, I'm all over the place. Tell me what that means, somebody. Tell me what that means. When you say I'm all over the place, what does that mean? That means you're probably doing too much and not making any money. I'm going to go back to what I said when I started this broadcast. Is it or is it not your intention to generate revenue? Is it or is it not the point of your business to make money? Is it or is it not the point of your business to free you? The point of your business to rich? The point of your business to help you live a life that you want to live? And a lot of y'all are out there, you're all over the place, you're not focused, you're doing too many things at once, you don't have a plan. Makisha said doing a lot of tasks that don't generate money. Kalisha said doing too many things at once. Gertrude said not focused. Jewel made a good point. She said Martha Stewart pies were too inexpensive. And she raised the price up like $10. And people started to buy them. You got to understand people. And people, unfortunately, even when they can't afford, even struggling, still want to run around and talk about they spent on a product or service. So you're not helping them by being cheap. You're hurting yourself. And then you got to understand too, there's a difference between price and value. Does anybody want me to explain that? There's a difference between price and value. And I'll come back later and probably do a whole live stream. The price that you pay for something, that's the monetary value. But the value that somebody gets out of something, you being able to, okay, so my highest price product right now is $50,000. And you may say to yourself, my God, who's going to pay $50,000 for coaching. But my $50,000 product is not just for coaching. My product will help you take your idea, get it ready for online, literally turnkey. We build all the products, all the services, all the graphics, the websites, the shopping cart. You literally give us the idea and you come back 30 days later ready to do business for $50,000. So first of all, you can't buy a franchise for $50,000, much less something with your name on it. Second of all, the value. What is the value of not have to struggle with your technology, not have to struggle to get your social media set up? We set up your advertising campaigns on Facebook and Instagram for you. What is the value of having all that done? Now, if I go back and interview entrepreneurs who've been doing this for 3 and 4 years and still don't have that level of automation and probably have spent $20,000 or $30,000 trying to get their funnels set up, trying to get their email marketing set up, trying to get their text marketing set up, I could go interview them. They've probably spent at least half of that and still not made any money. So then let me show you the value. Not only do you save on your stress, not only do you save on your frustration, the market, but at the end of the day, the value is that you don't go through any of the foolishness. Now, does everybody have $50,000? They don't. Do some people have $50,000? They do. And what you're doing when you don't have a product like that out there, and if you go to bit.ly, the number 7 streams 2021, we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. It's only $29. Get your seat because we will sell out. This is the first webinar I've done in like 2 months. So it's going to sell out. I can tell you that. I only have like 100 seats and I'm going to sell out. I might see if they can increase it to 200 seats. So get your seat now. bit.ly, the number 7 streams 2021. But you're shorting yourself by guessing other people's money. And that's another reason your products don't sell. You looking at other people's wallet as if it were your wallet. Somebody say, ouch, coach. You remember those times that you were a single mother and you were struggling? So because you struggled as a single mother, you tend to think, oh, well, all single mothers are struggling. And that's not true. You tend to look at yourself when you had small kids and say, well, I was struggling when I had small kids. So all people with small kids are struggling. And that's not true. Very, very true for the matter. When it boils to it is people find the money for what is important to them. Let me rewind that. People find the, I don't hear y'all. I need to hear somebody in the amen corner in the chat. Look, my CFO just came in and said, it's 60K, ma'am. It's 50K if they pay in one payment. So Kalisha, here's the thing. Exactly. For Everly Collection said, a lot of people DM how much the product is so they can match what you have. And what you got to realize too, Kalisha said, I was afraid of getting scammed. Losing money in business is part of being in business. Can we just have a heart business conversation real quick? You're going to lose some money. But you really can't lose money because whatever you feel like you lost gets written off on your taxes. Is everybody up with me? You spend $29 for tomorrow night's webinar, you write that off on your taxes. You spend $50,000 to get your business brand built by us and your advertising campaigns kicked off, you write that off on your taxes. The money you spend on your advertising campaigns, you write that off on your taxes. It doesn't make any sense not to be spending a boatload of money to build your business because you write it all off on you. When they say it takes money to make money, they are not lying. So there's no way you can lose money in business. You got to take your licks sometimes and you got to keep on moving. I would, girl, if I show you my monthly expenses, some of y'all would fall out of your seats because we spend more in our brand than some of y'all make in your brand. That's not capping. That's the truth. We spend more in our make in a year, but it turns around and we get it back in our profits and we get it back in our tax write-offs. So at the end of the day, we're not losing money. It costs to expand your brand. It's either going to cost you a whole lot of time, energy, stress, and frustration, or it's going to cost you an equal amount of money. And that's the difference with price versus value. If you're somebody that hates technology, like I hate technology, I'm going to always hire somebody to information, and I'm not going to blink twice, regardless as to what they say they're going to charge me. You know why? Because if I don't get the technology up and running, it's going to cost me more time. If I don't get the automation up and running, it's going to cost me more stress. If I don't have these bells and whistles, it's going to cost my brand image. So I'm not willing to sacrifice. I know that I'm the brainchild. I'm the visionary. But I'm not the builder. I'm not the architect. And each of you have to know what your role is in your business. So if your products are not, you're probably wearing too many hats. You over there at the copy machine when you should be out there marketing your products and services. You out there at the post office when you should be marketing your products and your services. You over there at the coffee pot when you should be marketing your products and services. And if that's your issue, you need to be there tomorrow night, bit.ly/7streams 2021, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's only $29. You got to learn how to get your products and your pricing in order so that you can afford to bring other people on board. That solo CEO stuff, y'all, that's for the birds. It's going to keep you making bird feed. And that is an ouch, my friends. That being all over the place, that whole busy being busy, if you're not busy counting your money, come on now. That should be what's keeping you busy. You should be busy counting your bread. If you're doing a whole lot of tasks and none of them have any much to do with making money, do you know why we do that sometimes? We do that to hide. We do that because of fear. We do that to say, you know what? I'm really about this whole thing. I'm too shy to ask people to buy my products and services. So I'm going to fake the funk. And when people ask me what I'm so busy doing, I don't say making money. I say building a business. So everybody, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing? What are you busy doing? I want everybody to type in the chat, I'm busy making money. Because that needs to be the truth about your business. The thing that should keep you the busiest should be making money. I'm getting ready to send my clients a video this morning because I think they're missing the point. Yes, I give you things to do, but the end result of everything I give my clients to do is making money. It's commodity Morris. So when you don't do your homework, you don't make money. And as women, we need to be okay saying I'm busy making money. Who in the hell told us we need to run around and serve everybody for free? Who in the HE double hockey sticks told us we need to keep our stuff cheap? Who in the world said it was okay for us to live paycheck to paycheck, even as entrepreneurs? And then, can I just clown real quick? And then you want to run and buy Kim Kardashian stuff. The swag from you originally, and you gonna go buy it back at a premium. And I don't care who the celebrity is. Celebrities get their swag from everyday people. They turn around and sell it back to you at a premium. And you have the audacity to get in line and buy that shit? Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. Without you, there would be no celebrities. If everybody stopped paying them attention tomorrow, they would just be regular people. Stop acting like other people are better than you because they're not. They're not. Maybe they got a little more focus. Maybe they got their stuff a little more in order, but they're not any different. They're not. And if you just really start peeping culture, it's everyday person that creates the culture. It's the everyday person that creates the culture. So you got to be a part of creating your own culture. What culture are you putting out there? What are you introducing? Stop trying to copy everybody else and create your own. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, only $29. bit.ly/7 streams 2021. I'm going to show you what it really looks like to create 7 streams of income, regardless as to what kind of business you have. And especially if you have a business that's service based. My whole thing be, ain't COVID taught you anything? Ain't that government shutdown taught you anything? Ain't this economy going up and down taught you nothing? Right about now, everybody needs to be out there in grind mode, trying to make as much money as they can. Because these crises are coming back to back nowadays. So when you get a breather, when you get a break, you should be out there trying to make as much money as makes sense. And you can't do that if you don't have the right type of multiple streams of income. And that's all I got this morning, but I will be back a little bit later today. Guys, I'm working on 6:30, me and my new live stream time, bit.ly/7 streams 2021. Don't miss tomorrow night. I know we're going to sell out. It's going to be an amazing masterclass. And we're going to be doing some work while we're in the class. And that's one thing that separates our webinars from the rest, is it's not some canned, pre-recorded webinar. It is teaching you live and in person. And like I tell my clients, if you go ahead and take the things that I teach you and start to execute them right away, You don't have to keep rolling over that same bump. You don't. So bit.ly/7streams2021. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Bye.